Here is a note from somewhere in the North Atlantic from Seaman First Class FAW, who is busy helping uphold the glorious traditions of the United States Coast Guard. He says he enjoys command performance each week, but that he'd enjoy it doubly if his favorite singer, Ginny Sims, would do a number just for him. Well, here she is, Miss Ginny Sims.
Embrace me, my sweet embraceable you. Embrace me, my irreplaceable you. In your arms I find love so delectable, dear. I'm afraid it isn't quite respectable, dear. But hang it, come on, let's glorify love. Ding, dang it, I'll shout encore if I love. Don't be a naughty papa. Come to mama, do. My sweet embraceable you. I've got a feeling I'm falling in love with you. Just one look at you, my heart grew tipsy in me. You and you alone bring out the gypsy in me. I love all those many charms about you. Above all, I want my arms about you. Don't be a naughty papa. Come to mama, do. My sweet embraceable
Thank you, Miss Ginny Sims. Now for Corporal J.G.R., who plays nurse to one of those big guns in the Canal Zone Artillery Unit, and for Staff Sergeant B.R.K. in the Trinidad Air Force, the latest news from Van Buren, Arkansas, as delineated by that barnstorming buffoon, Bob Burns.
Well, now, if any of you boys want to go out and take a smoke, why, I've just got a couple of words here to the boys down in Trinidad in the Canal Zone. And you want to know how the folks are doing and what the folks are doing down in Van Buren? Well, I know you boys will be happy to know that the people down in Van Buren are all going in for this war work. They're really getting in there and doing their bit. My cousin Walford went to St. Louis to join the Army, but they turned him down. They said he had flat feet and wouldn't be able to march. Walford felt awful bad about it after walking 400 miles to get there. And my Uncle Hod tried to get in the Army. He's been trying for a long time. And just last week he got word from the examining board saying his teeth are all right. Next week, he's going to report in person. But now, you know, I believe, boys, I believe that the women folks down home are doing more than the men in this preparedness work, in this war work. My Aunt Peachy Sims, that's my old maid aunt, She's been trying to raise money for the relief. All last week, she was working down at the Red Cross Auxiliary Woman's Bazaar. She was auctioning off kisses at 10 cents apiece. And she liked the work so well, she put in over $40 of her own money. And my Aunt Peachy Sims, my Aunt Puny, rather, that's my sickly aunt. Now she tried her best to get a job as a welder, but they told her she was too puny for that. And so she finally, it just goes to show now that there's work here for everybody if they want to do something. Aunt Puny finally got a job with the Red Cross. She's posing for labels on iodine bottles. Now, I believe Grandma Snazzy's doing the most. Now, Grandma said she had to have something a little bit more exciting, so they made her a fire warden, and I want to tell you she's just doing fine. Her very first night on duty, she found Grandpa fooling around with an incendiary blonde. She said it looked like an old flame, so she put it out. Now then, I noticed that you boys, both of you boys, ask about Uncle Fudd. Well, I know you're going to be disappointed to hear that Uncle Fudd ain't living in Arkansas anymore. He just couldn't make a dime. I don't blame him for moving. He couldn't make a dime on that crawfish land, and so he moved over into Oklahoma. And he pretty near starved to death over there. He thought he was going to have to leave there, but do you know not long ago they found oil on his place, and he's just doing fine now. I got a letter from him the other day, and he was telling me about a new house he had just bought over there. And he said this house is the darndest thing you ever saw. He said there's one room where you don't do nothing but just sleep in. And he said there's another room just for sitting around in, and another room for eating, and one for cooking. But he said the darndest thing is a little room down the hall. He said it's all white on the inside, and he said there's a thing in one side of it where you can wash all over. And he said then there's another place there just to wash your face and hands. But he said the darndest thing is the little thing over in the corner to wash your feet in. He said when we first moved here, the thing had 2 lids on it, but he said we took them off, we didn't need them, and he said Ma's using one of them for biscuit board. And he said we framed Grandpa's picture with it.
Well, boys, that's about all. We wish you could entertain you boys the same way you're fighting for us 24 hours a day. But time marches on, and it looks like this particular half hour is just about filled. We're also glad to fill your request, fellows, for anything you want in the way of entertainment from home. Just tear off the top of a Stuka or Mitsubi, then write and tell us what you want on your own show, Command Performance, USA. Tonight's Command Performance has originated in Hollywood, where it sometimes rains, but where the sky is never so dark, but what the stars will come out for you. This is Jean Tierney saying, so long from over here. We hope we pleased you over there.
Remember, this is your show, men. Let us know what you want. Address your letters to Command Performance USA in care of the station to which you are listening. You ask for it, we'll fill it. And remember, fellas, the Axis asked for it, too. We expect you to fill that one with lead.